NCDs are the most underfunded global issue relative to the billions of people impacted. You brought out some figures for cancer, but just to put it in the broader context of the full range of the major NCDs, they account for 41 million deaths per year worldwide. That's 74% of death. You said cancer was the second biggest killer. Hypertension and heart disease is the first. So, and there's an absolutely fundamental mismatch between the healthcare needs and the rights of people living with NCDs, particularly in low and middle income countries, and the resources allocated to respond. Diseases like cancer disproportionately affect the poorest and vulnerable populations. Of the 15 million premature deaths from non-communicable diseases that occur between the ages of 30 and 70, the prime of life, 85% now occur in low and middle income countries, and most of these could be prevented or delayed. They are a growing burden, and we're in a vicious cycle where they're driving poverty and undermining the achievements of the development goals. So they're a human rights and equity issue. And to give some cancer-specific examples of that inequity, you mentioned some, Raj, but for a child living in a low or middle-income country, the likelihood of surviving cancer is less than 30%. However, if that child was living in a high-income country where they can access optimal care, that survival rate goes up to 80%. NCDs are a massive cost to the global economy. A World Bank report back in 2011 estimated the cost between 2011 and 2030 to the global economy of NCDs being $47 trillion. That's $2 trillion per year. Action on NCDs has been branded as an expenditure, when in fact it could be better seen as an investment in the economy. According to the WHO's NCD Best Buys package, there would be a return to society for every $1 spent of $7 in increased employment, productivity, and longer life. And there's been another package put together by the Lancet 2030 NCD Countdown piece, which they looked at a broader package of 21 NCD prevention and treatment interventions. And these were fully aligned with the WHO ones, but added in some clinical interventions. And using these and modelling those, it showed that nearly all countries could achieve the NCD target by 2030 by implementing these packages, and it avert 39 million deaths in low and middle income countries between now and 2030. But there'd also be economic benefits, and the return on investment would, for every $1 spent, would be $19. So really significant investment.